So guys, as you can see on screen, this is the clip from my Instagram where I unlocked Diamond for the pistols in Call of Duty Vanguard. So today I'm just going to talk about how good they were, how I'd rank them, if they were worth it, and so without further ado, let's get into this video. What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be talking about Diamond pistols, as you already know. And but yeah, real quick before we get into this video, I heard that a whopping 97.1% of you are not subscribed to the channel. I don't honestly know what you guys are doing. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this video by any chance, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you don't know what I upload around here, I basically upload tutorials, topics, news, anything really, sort of rambly videos inside of Call of Duty. So if that is of any interest to you guys, do consider subscribing today with the noties on, just to get notified for future videos. Yeah, it really helps out, and yeah, but let's get straight into this video. So first things first, I'm going to make a kind of a vague recap over the pistols. Now honestly, some of my memory of the pistols, some of the earlier pistols haven't been so good, so I did have to go back in game, play around with them for a little bit just to kind of get a feel of what they were like. I think it's kind of come back to me how each pistol felt and the struggles I had using each pistol. So generally, I'd say the pistols were probably one of those classes that I did not enjoy doing, just because it was a secondary for one thing and it asked a lot of you. We're not talking difficult challenges, we're talking this 5 pistols, which is quite a lot for the start of Vanguard. I mean, I'm glad they haven't added any more into it, but these are all base weapons. These are not like DLCs added over time, and I'm pretty sure, to be honest with you, Modern Warfare and Cold War did have quite a lot of pistols as well at the start, but then again, Modern Warfare had tons of guns in general to begin with, so yeah, I didn't enjoy that there were so many pistols to do off the bat. You know, you didn't have to do 3 minimum, you had to do all 5 minimum to get Diamond for this class, but I wouldn't say it was horrendous. It was more that, you know, they're secondaries, so I'm, 1, not inclined to use them very much, and 2, because there's so many of them, it means they're going to take a lot longer to get through, because, you know, you're mainly focusing on the primaries, at least I am anyway, whilst I'm doing camo grinds. And yeah, in general, like, because there is so many pistols to do, it kind of gives you that feeling that if you don't kind of get your ass onto them quick enough, you're going to have so many of them left over at the end of the camo grind, which is something I don't like. I like to think, well, if I do have weapons, loads of them left over secondaries, it's only going to be a few, right? But with the pistols, it's just one of those things that are kind of annoying. But yes, so now let's get into ranking them. Now, this is really difficult because I would say a lot of these pistols have pros and cons based on the attachments you actually stick onto them. So generally speaking, I think we'll go from best to worst. So the best one was probably, and this is going to surprise a lot of you, it was actually the machine pistol. Now, I've heard that this pistol is regarded as one of the worst in the game. I'm pretty sure is what I've heard people say, or maybe it is just in Warzone, I don't know. But it's honestly an amazing gun. Once you get 40 rounds on this pistol and you get the akimbo, this shit just, it rocks. It's amazing. I noticed in the very get-go that the pistol is very satisfying. It has these like fast bursts of rounds, and the only other problem was just kind of like the lack of ammo, you know, having to reload so consistently. But when you get to the point where I am now, where I've finished it, you can have 40 rounds on it at the maximum. It's not amazing, it's nothing like 80 rounds that we've seen in Modern Warfare's COD, but that was broken, to be fair. But 40 rounds on this actually kind of does the trick. The reloading is pretty damn quick as well. It's probably got the most satisfying reload, especially with akimbo. And it's just generally very accurate. No recoil, shoots on the point, very sturdy. It's just an amazing pistol. I actually really do like the machine pistol. Second, I'd probably say the rat pistol. Now, a lot of people will think, why would you pick the semi-auto pistol over some of the other ones that could be full auto? Now, the reason I'm putting this second is because it's accurate, for one thing. 2, you can't really go wrong with it. It kind of does one shots in hardcore, and I'm always playing hardcore, to be honest with you. So I don't know how these really perform in core. I've always ranked, since the start of the game, all these diamond classes off of hardcore, because I don't play core in this game. But yeah, in hardcore, it does just really accurate, consistent damage, and I think that is what makes it super simple and effective for a pistol. It's just really satisfying, and I remember at the start of the game when I started using the rat, I was like, damn, this is actually a really good gun, considering its name's a rat, which most people consider rats to be, you know, kind of disgusting, or, well, I'd say something people don't really like, but it's a really nice pistol. Then I'd say in third place, now this is difficult, this is where it starts to get really difficult. I think for third place, I'm going to have to put the top break. Now, I was going to put the 1911. Now, the reason I put the top break was the top break actually has this incredible sort of accuracy. It's very pinpoint and specific, so sometimes it can be difficult to land the shots. But when you've got a Kimbo on it especially, it's really good for a Kimbo. I'm guessing the only real reason it starts to get good with a Kimbo is because obviously when you're ADSing with this pistol, it is a bit of a pain in the ass, not gonna lie, because the iron sight's pretty shit, but I don't like putting optics on this pistol because I feel like it's too clunky and distracting generally for most of the pistols anyway. But it is a really fun pistol. I don't know, I can't really pinpoint what it is with the top break, but I guess because it's a revolver, it's kind of reliable for a pistol. The reason I put the 1911 in fourth is actually, you know what, I don't know if I want to put this in fourth or if I want to put it in fifth, because, yeah, actually, no, I'm going to put it in fourth. The only reason I would be hesitant to put it in fifth is the 1911 is ridiculously uncontrollable when you're trying to use it on its own, and you're ADSing. It literally has the worst recoil ever on a pistol, especially when you start to get like the burst rounds or whatever it is, the full auto stuck on this pistol. It starts to go absolutely crazy. Maybe you guys know how to fix that, but from what I've been using, the 1911 is completely out of control. Without the fast burst rounds, it's really just sort of very basic, similar to the Rat, I'd say, but worse. And I don't know, it generally, but as an akimbo weapon, this thing is absolutely OP. It just absolutely, it sprays, it's like Psychov pistol, like gun off crack, basically. It's just mental. But the fact that it's only good as an akimbo does kind of deem it pretty useless as an individual gun, because you need two of them to redeem its accuracy, but damage wise, very powerful. Now, I'm going to put the Clouser in last, and this was honestly something I didn't expect I would do, because it's got a very sort of accurate semi-auto shooting feel to it, kind of like the Rat. As I say again, I'm referring a lot of these to the Rat because the Rat was the first one I used, but the Clouser, I don't know what it is. Something about the iron sight as it is pretty terrible. Like, it's not awful, but it's the fact that it dips in and it's kind of like really weird. It made me have to go out my way to stick an optic on a pistol for the first time out of all of them, because it's really not that accurate and it can be hard to see where you're shooting when you're ADSing and trying to search for someone at long distances. And again, it's kind of boring. It felt a lot like the other semi-auto pistols and I didn't really like it too much. But again, that was very difficult to rank because I would have probably put the 1911 as bad, but it does have some redeeming qualities. But anyway, so that is all of them ranked. Now, would I recommend Diamond? What did I think? Was it worth it? And I think, generally speaking, it is worth it because the pistols are one of those weapons that most people wouldn't bother grinding. For your average player who picks up the 1911 or the fucking top break or whatever, they think, oh, it's a pistol. Like, I'm not going to want to grind gold on a pistol. So having owned it means that you're one of those people who actually went through the tedious process of using pistols consistently, which is quite a skill, I must say. If it's not skill, then at least it's patience. But yeah, I think it's worth it in the way of saying, hey, I've got Diamond for the pistols, and it doesn't actually look bad. It covers the whole pistols as well, so it's definitely a win-win in that regard. Also, I would say, yeah, it is worth it for anyone who is doing the camo grind. Of course, you need to do it, so it's very much worth it. But is the experience worth it? Now, that's a different story, because it is really kind of annoying at times, and it gets boring. It can physically fry your brain. But then again, that kind of goes for most of Call of Duty Vanguard's camo grind, let's be honest. It's very fucking boring. But yeah, so other than that, thank you for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to smash a like on this video. Helps out the channel a lot, helps the video out, lets YouTube know that this video is enjoyed by the audience, and it lets me know that you enjoyed this video, so it really helps out a lot. And I guess if you've watched this far, be sure to comment down below, top in the comment section. So yeah, if you've watched this far without skipping any parts, be sure to comment that down below. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.